the solution for this example. So firstly, how many of these leads will turn into orders? So we know it's going to just be equals to that cell there multiplied by the percentage. I'm going to put my dollar signs on. We are told to round them down, so I can put in a round down function. We're going to just round it down to the closest whole number. So you'll see 35 turns into 8. I'm going to copy that and I'll go all the way to the end here. So we now know that if there's 35 leads, 8 will turn into orders. When will they become an order though? We know it's going to take 2 months. Now you can build the formula here, but my suggestion, just to make it easier to understand, is go where you think that 8 should be at the moment. It's 2 months, so I reckon the order should be over here. We now need something that allows us to change that 2 to another number. If we use an if function, we'd have to build a very big if function to handle all the possibilities. So the correct function to use here is the offset. So what we're going to say is, please Excel, go stand in that cell there. Don't worry about the rows, but the columns, I need you to go back whatever you see in there. To go back, I know I need to put a negative sign, and the number it must look at is whatever's in there, and I put my dollar signs on. Height and width don't matter. When I say OK, you'll see it saying 8. And if I copy it across, you'll see it says 12, so that seems to be working fine. So I'm just going to copy it everywhere. Next step is, when was the order completed and delivered? So using that same logic, if these 8 are confirmed orders, it's 1 month to manufacture and deliver. It's probably going to happen here. I'm going to use another offset. Now I'm going to refer to that cell there. If you did refer to this one, you just then need to start adding these up. But for now I'm going to say refer to that reference over there. Again, 0 rows. Columns, I need you to go backwards, minus whatever you see in that cell there. When I say OK, you'll see that looks fine. So that's looking like it's working. Okay. The sales value, we know we're going to sell it for 150. We can only invoice it when it's completed and delivered. So it's going to be whatever that is multiplied by selling price. Again, dollar signs. So there's our selling price. But it takes us 2 months to receive our cash. So this cash over here is only going to be received over here. So I'm going to use another offset. I'm going to say, look at that cell there. 0 rows minus whatever you see in here. So OK. So that looks like it's working. So what you've now got is a very nice schedule which allows you to play with these things. So for example, in the example, you'll see we can now work out how much cash do we collect. What happens if we change this to 50%? So let's just put an example here. I'm just going to sum how much cash we receive in the first 12 months. The moment is 12,150. If for whatever reason we manage to turn more leads, let's say 50%, that basically doubles. If we drop the selling price to 125, you'll see it's still a lot higher. The months from delivery to payment, maybe let's drop that to 1, and you'll see we collect a lot more money in the 12-month period. So the offset allows you to now decide where you need to focus on.